there's not a lot of things in this world, in this reality, that are as terrifying as this situation that I'm about to tell y'all about, bro. I literally almost lost my life to crackheads. Listen, I think it's time I tell y'all this story, and I'm not even gonna waste your time. Let's go. So, if you live in a big city, right? If you're watching me from a big ass city right now, you might know what I'm talking about. And if you're not, let me tell y'all, bro, the bigger cities, right? Let's take like Chicago, for example. The murder rate, the drug usage, and just overall living conditions, homelessness, everything is through the fucking roof compared to living in a good area or a decent area or even a great area, right? And this particular day, I'm not gonna tell y'all where I live, but I was driving to the city and I was driving to the downtown. Listen, I was in a great mood doing me, and I fucking got distracted, man. I got distracted and I didn't realize that I was out of gas or almost out of gas. Bro, like, you know the meter, you know how it turns orange, right, on the car when you're out of gas? My shit was literally under the line, right? So basically the car was about to stop any moment. So as soon as I noticed it, man, I was on a highway and I was like, fuck, man, I'm freaking out. Like, damn, bro, the car is about to stop. It isn't the first time this happened, but fuck, because I don't know why, man. I gotta stop doing this. And if you're doing this, try your best to stop, man. For some reason, I feel comfortable, or at least I felt comfortable whenever the gas tank is on E, bro, because E basically means you still got 30 minutes, bro, but make sure you fill the gas up. So a lot of guys might relate to this, bro. You might get comfortable, be like, fuck it, man, I'll just fill the gas up in a little bit. Stop doing that. Stop doing that, because there's nothing that's like a bigger headache than having to fucking, you know, get the police to get you gas or some shit. But anyways, point is, bro, I drive into the city. Oh, man, the roads were destroyed. You can just tell this was a bad area, bro. And I actually used to live near this area, but it got worse, like tremendously worse. I didn't even remember it like that, bro. It was really bad. Like, the roads were fucking destroyed as you're driving. The car was like shaking and shit. There was homeless people everywhere. But bro, I needed gas. My car was out of fucking gas, right? So I see a gas station in front of me and I'm like, finally. I drive to the gas station, bro, and this was basically like playing a zombie game IRL. Swear to God, bro. I get out the car and I know that I'm in a bad fucking spot, bro. I know I'm in a bad area, especially gas stations. Do not hang around gas stations for a prolonged period of time if you're in an area you don't know, or if you're in an area that was as bad as the one I was in, right? As soon as I get out my car, no joke, no lies, no exaggeration, I had two crackheads walk up to me, bro. I couldn't even pull my card out to put into the gas machine before these people started asking for money. And when I tell you these two saying they stink is literally a compliment, bro. Saying they smelled like literal fucking fecal matter is a compliment. I almost passed out, to be honest, from just the smell alone. I knew these boys were not just crackheads, but they were drug heads. Literally every drug on the planet was in their fucking veins at that moment of time. Bro, I hurried I put my card in and I put it back in so fast, and I was like looking around and it kept getting worse, man. I was telling the dude like, yo, bro, just let me fill my gas up. Just basically trying to tell him to at least back up a little bit, because they were both next to me, bro. And this is a scary situation because you don't know if these people have, you know, a fucking gun on them. You don't know if they're armed. You don't know. At the end of the day, bro, they're crackheads. They have nothing to lose at all. And you hear about all them stories, or at least I've heard about all these stories in the bigger cities where this person got fucked over by anyways, point is, bro, I was trying to hurry up and just put gas into the car, man, at least $1 so I can move. But when I tell you, man, this gas station was, I swear to God, the pump that I was at was the slowest pump in history. No exaggeration. It took like 2 minutes for it to give me $6 worth of gas, bro. It was like an ancient 1960s destroyed pump. I'm surprised it even worked. And I had to change my card after all this because, god damn it, I don't trust the fucking thing that I put in my card. But anyways, bro, a minute or two goes by and there's 4 crackheads, and then it turns into 5 crackheads, and then it turns into like 6 or 7 literal people just begging me for money, as if I'm like Mr. Beast out here, bro, as if I'm walking around dressed in gold, bro, as if I'm walking around with a hand, like a stash full of cash. So I decide, man, I need to just leave. I put the thing back into the pump, bro, and I tried to get to the car, and these people were standing in front of me, basically blocking me from getting into the car, man, and all of them were begging begging for money. Sometimes in life, bro, there's like language that doesn't have to be spoken to be understood. Like I understood they basically were not gonna let me get into my fucking car if I didn't give them anything. So I had to use my brain a little bit, bro. So bro, I'm like, fuck, man. I do have some coins in my pocket, but if you show a crackhead or somebody that's begging you for money that you have any kinds of money, and it's not just one of them. If it was one of them, it would have been a completely different story, but it was multiple, bro. It was many of them. So I knew that if I took some coins out and I gave it to one of them, it would make it 10 times worse, man. And this whole time I had this dude like gripping on my shoulder and shit. So I was like pushing him off, trying to get him off of me. So I grab his arm, right, and I press it really fucking hard, and he like lets go and he starts, man, it was just a weird situation to be in. But anyways, what I decided to do, man, I pull out the coins that I had on me, and it wasn't a lot. It was like 2 quarters basically, and a couple of dimes. But anyways, I reach into my pocket, man. I literally just opened my hand, and all 6, 7 of them just started like basically fighting over him, and it was sad. It was like seeing zombies just going crazy, but it was the perfect like split second that allowed like the dude that was the two guys that were standing in front of my door, bro. They moved, and they thought it was a lot of money or some shit, because I dropped like one of them dropped on the floor. Basically they were like fighting for fucking coins, right? And they moved away from my door, and when I tell y'all, man, I turned into Superman himself, bro. I turned into the Flash. I turned into fucking Sonic. I turned into super light speed itself. Got into the car, man, turned it on, and as soon as I turned the fucking car back on, they were fighting each other, but their attention immediately turned back to me, and they were trying to like, they started hurrying up and trying to stand in front of my fucking car while I'm trying to leave. But luckily that didn't happen, because when I tell you, man, I pressed the fucking gas pedal, so bro, I got out of there immediately. It was one of the most stressful situations I've been in, and this story doesn't do it justice, to be honest with y'all, bro. I wish I had like a recording of this, because it was literally like dealing with zombies, and it was just sad. It low-key changed my perspective. It didn't change my perspective, but like it reinforced it, man, that bigger cities are literally turning into shit. Honestly, most big American cities are not really a good place to live in, man, unless you live in like a private community where you're guarded. But if you're not, man, I could even speak from experience, because I used to live in this city, man. I used to live in that, bro. I used to live in the middle of the city. It was really fucking bad, but it wasn't as bad as things are now, and this is very recent. Yeah, man, it was just a sad sight, to be honest, bro. It was literally like seeing zombies in real life, on God. But at the end of the day, man, I'm glad it ended the way it ended. That's the thing about money, like, and crackheads and people that beg for money out in the streets, bro. I don't like giving people money. That's not me being a selfish dickhead. Nah, bro. I give to charity, and if I know somebody that's in need, that's genuinely in need, I have no problem with giving to people and supporting people at all. But most people that are out in the streets, or, you know, people in that situation that I was in, they're going to take the money you give them and just go buy weed, bro. And just go buy crack. Go buy fentanyl. They're going to go buy drugs and continue to live in misery. They're not going to use the money you give them to, you get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that's all people that are begging for money or are in need. I'm just saying that a lot of them are like that. So it makes me skeptical of, you know, giving money to people. And when I tell you, man, the stench that these people smelled like, man, it was just a horror scene, to be honest. Point is, if you are a dumbass like me and you love to drive when your car is literally almost empty, out of gas, stop doing it, bro, because you'll avoid being robbed by a bunch of crackheads. That's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to tell y'all this little fun story. Not really fun. It was low-key scary, but yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this. Take care of yourselves, drink water, and like I said, man, fill up your gas tanks, because you never know, bro. You don't want to be in a situation like that. But yeah, peace out.